Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So I just want to do a video kind of like going over everything that's dropped last night. Quite a bit of content actually, a lot of missions. We do have some new tough fights, some new challenging fights. I spent quite a bit of time, kind of like, helping Iron with some stuff last night too, so I'm a little behind on stuff. I just wanted to do a video covering everything. I also, here, I could just flip over real quick. At this exact moment, I have Goten and Trunks super easy aid. Okay, so the Popo event got updated, and I wanted to kind of get a video where I could clear out that shop, but like it's not, I've been doing videos, if we take a look on the characters that would get equips, right? Like I felt like it was a nice thing to do to kind of like cover, and show that these characters, damn, I do upload a lot. Whoa, bro, this far away? It's 4 days ago? It feels like it was 70 years ago, dude. Oh, okay. So, like, this was a video about equips for LR Vegeta and Trunks in Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and Super EZA STR Omega Shenron, right? Just going over a lot of that. But they only released equips last night for Super EZA, Trunks, and Goten. So, let's just go ahead and jump in right here. So, battles of the new generation begin. We got the Global Dokkan 2025 EX campaign is on here. Event periods of the main GDC stuff have all been extended. So, yeah, they did the exact same thing they did the 10th anniversary. Like, this banner is just in the Daima Vegeta slot. Really, like, so, like, many people were upset that this was a Dokkan Fest LR. But essentially, what they did was they just took, like, this celebration is if Daima Vegeta was just an LR instead of a TUR. It's exactly what the celebration is, right? So there's that. So we got the new Gohan, shows up in the Dokkan Fest. During the EX part, yeah, We Got a Power is going to be playing. I believe that goes until the 18th. Enjoy the campaign to the fullest till the very end, okay? So we have EX login bonus. We have some special missions right here. Can I click this? It will pull us right to it. Oh, that's so good. Okay, so just exchange for treasures. We just stage out using an item, okay? Clear the special pan, revamp. We'll go over that in a second. Clear a Dokkan event, EZA. This is the new team battle. This seems like a pretty challenging fight. The end of this team, event has been challenging for some players, right? Like, that Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta I saw giving a lot of people trouble, and this Gotenks does look rather tricky as well. This, of course, the new Supreme Magnificent Battle, which is an interesting event. The bosses are, the word, I shouldn't say it, but like gimmick is on the tip of my tongue, but they're not gimmick fights, but it's just that, like, as soon as you get your hands on those bosses in there, at least in my experience, I just wipe them out. But, like, if they could just, like, outright just immediately kill you, too. With Gohan supering 13 million turn 1. I mean, he's an end, like, Festival of Battles level boss turn 1. It's crazy. And we have to beat a stage with Hybrid Saiyans, of Bond, Parent, and Child. Very easy stuff, but, definitely some good rewards right there. We have the Dokkan Fest right here. I believe I do have that pulled up somewhere. Yeah, here's the Dokkan Fest. Honestly, it sucks. I don't think it's very good. I mean, the new fights right now, Daima Vegeta, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and Fat Buu all should work reasonably well in the new fights. The way they're kind of like structured. Yeah, I got to get a video out ASAP on Daima Vegeta. He actually can dominate that Gohan fight. Yeah, we've got some real stuff going on here. But overall, I mean, I do think that this character is probably the best character in the game. But it's just, because, I mean, I'm about to do my Rainbow video literally right after this, so I'm not, like, on wax, like, oh, I slam my fist down, they're the best character in the game, if you don't agree, you're wrong. I'm not going, like, I'm not doing that, because I need to use him at Rainbowed. But I had Gohan, I could probably just click the video, because I linked it to someone. This turn right here, this was unbelievable. It was like right over here. We had, yeah, this is it right here. Turn 4, Gogeta is max buffed. This is, 55%, Gohan right here. Link level 1, he has a strong defensive link that's not activated right here. We do have Path to Power Kid Goku support, but Gohan is able to just eat this Gogeta super right here in slot 1 pre-super. Now, Gohan doesn't have restrictions. It's bring a bond of parent and child ally on the team is all you have to do for Gohan. At 55%, to do that is like, bruh. I was blown away by that level of defense right there. And again, Gohan, the heavy restrictions you would think of, it's for Trunks and Goten. They're the ones that need all the hybrid Saiyans and all the youth allies. With this full up, they are the most explosive character in the game for sure, with all their stuff up. But this Gohan, I mean, you could run him on any team, and he looks like he really has the juice. So I was just very impressed with that. Gohan, that character to me is probably going to be my number one on my next tier list. I might not rush into the next tier list because we now have more of these like really crazy short fights. And I mean, this event is going to get buffed. Next Generation Fighters Pack. I do have this pulled up, I think. I just clicked. I pulled up every single... don't I have it pulled up? Yeah, here it is right here. And then this was coming up right here. Although I don't really need this. I mean, this is the here. Okay, the Fighters Pack. This is the global exclusive. Yeah, box space. Must be nice. Must be nice to be a global player getting preferential treatment. I wish. Oh, boy. I wish. One day. We have the Dokkan event, which gets the medals for the Gohan, Goten, and Trunks, as well as banner unit Spopovich. Maybe Spopovich will be very useful when the Peppy Gal stuff happens. I mean, kind of like a soft part 2. I do part 2 with air quotations right there. So we got that. We got big time discounts, the limited capsule. I have the Elder Kai thing pulled up. We probably don't need that. I mean, obviously Elder Kai banners is going to drop, you know, not a shock right there. Yeah, here's the special capsule right here, a special one. 95 stones at a special price. Seems pretty good. I recommend players don't spend money on the game, right? I'm Mr. Dokkan and stuff like that, but I'm not begging people to play the game. You know, if you're not having fun with the game, drop it. All the time, I get people come and stream or something like that, and they'll say, I left the game for a couple years, came back, and I'm feeling fresh again. I'm loving it. Is there, like, what did I miss? Right? Like, I get stuff like that all the time. Never... Like, just, you know, you could just stop playing for a while. The game is going to seemingly be here for a long time to come, and you could just come back and play when you want to. But, you know, with that said, I don't really super recommend spending money on the game a lot, right? I mean, if you want to drop some money on the game, I guess, you know, here and there or something like that, this is the type of thing that is good to spend money on. Something that's, like, actually, like if you're going to spend money... This is good because this is like a real like ridiculous value that it's actually giving you right here, right? This is big time. Or if they're get you guaranteed characters or something like that, I'd say don't spend money. But if you're gonna, this special capsule pack is fine. So we have the new Supreme Magnificent Battle right here. This is pretty nutty right here, the Supreme Magnificent Battle. If we pull this up, these fights are really nasty. I mean, Gohan in particular, I mean, he's opening up with a 13 million super attack. It's pretty insane, right? He's structured like the Golden Frieza fight, though, where as we attack him, he is losing damage. So you do want to keep that in mind. Again, structured like the Golden Frieza fight. But here's the thing. Okay, look at this. His damage reduction, I mean, this 40 and 50%, you will kill him instantly, right? Like, you bring any hard-hitting character, any of these GDC characters in, you will melt this guy in seconds. These fights do not last that long. So it looks more intimidating than it actually is. If you just have, like, a strong dodge character, something like that in slot 1 to avoid this instant, you know, opening super attack, you're then usually able to just, like, curb stomp this guy. It's definitely a tough fight, and it's definitely a good showcase fight. But I feel like people will kind of get a little bit too caught up in kind of like the design of these. And remember, there are more fights coming with this. So we'll see how challenging this event is going to continue to get, right? This eventually is going to drop. There's going to be more stages added. I would assume maybe against stuff like Gotenks, Beast Gohan, Ultimate Gohan, maybe Pan, are, you know, stages we could see in this potentially. We'll see, though. We have the Super EZA for Trunks and Goten. You know, really wasn't really too bad here. Let me actually pull up. Yeah, here it is right here. There's Super EZA. Just like, you know, Gifted Warriors, Super Tech and Extreme Tech, you know, LR characters. There's a mission Zephyr beat this in 5 minutes, and I was like blown away because, you know, the mission is beat it in 5 minutes. I killed it in 2 characters. Like, so it's very, very easy. We have the Seriously Serious battles. I didn't really look into these super close yet. We have the Seriously Serious battles, and then we also have the EX missions as well. So, movie heroes, Super Saiyans, 4 STR type characters within 4 turns. Okay. Yeah, sometimes those can be annoying. Beat it in 3 turns, and then a full STR type team. Okay. And then what are the actual missions here? Beat it, hybrid team, and youth team. So, you know, here's where having all these types of characters can really help. Let me just take a look. What's Boo looking like here? So he supers for, oh, what, like 2.2 million? Oh, he's very weak. Wait, what? 2.2 million. Yeah, that's it. Okay. 0 cooldown, 20% super attack rate. He does heal. Doesn't seem too crazy. I guess I'm a little surprised because Trunks is much more challenging than that. Right? Trunks is certainly, right, like this right here. Like, Trunks can build his damage up to, like, an actually reasonable amount. This guy just seems like a fish, right? I guess maybe because this is, like, you know, the Dokkan Fest Stellar. I mean, this is a Dokkan Fest Stellar, too. Yeah, I don't know. Seems kind of fishy to me. Like, when I say fishy, I mean literally like a fish. Like, he's weak. We have the Cooperation Team Battle here, which is right here. This fight actually seemed quite challenging, actually. This Gotenks is very scary. A crit boss, which is always nasty. The missions were what? Beat it with no items, okay. 6 fusion characters, okay. And then this Gotenks is nasty because with every turn he's building up a lot of damage, and then this is a crit. So, like, once he's up to, like, 400, 500% attack built up right here, no character is eating that. Like, he's just outright killing. It's just they're setting up a situation where you need a character who's going to guarantee dodge or counter or something like that. Although his victory cannon is an other type super, so, you know, there's not really, like... I suspect if they're going to keep doing bosses who do damage, like, you know, untankable damage, they're probably going to gear more towards at least making it bosses that will have nullification. So, like, Gogeta has the Ki Blast nullification, Omega has the melee nullification. I would expect a lot more characters like that. By the way, this little rat bastard also has 1 billion HP. Oh, but he only has 20% damage reduction. Oh my god. Okay, so you will blast through that quickly. But, I mean, definitely seems like a real fight, right? Like, that's a challenge. So the Pan Secret Adventure, here we go. So we revamped this. This is good. You know, B-Pan will show up and leave right away. You're able to get a guaranteed copy of B-Pan every single... Yeah, let's look at this. So there's 3 tiles in the map. Path on the right gets you 1 million Zenny per tile. The middle gets you B-Pan and her Awakening Medals. Previously, the Awakening Medals you could not obtain. It was like you got those from missions one time and you could never get them again. Now we can get Awakening Medals again, which is cool. And then there's also Platinum Turtle Shells on the left, so pretty good. If auto maps turned on, the path on the right where Zenny can be obtained will be selected. Oh, probably a good idea. And then remember B-Pan, I mean, she'll eventually get, I think, a powerful Super EZA. You also get some Dragon Ore just by clearing it, and you get some from missions. One thing I was a little disappointed on here. Let's go back in. I haven't been grinding at all while we've been talking about this, but here. Let's head back over here. And I want to go to the Dragon Ore shop. So I was actually kind of like, I mean, I don't know. Maybe this is just me. Every single time any type of new shop or something comes in, I'm always holding out, like, fingers crossed that they'll let us get box space. But unfortunately, it seems like there's nothing new here whatsoever. So, I mean, for a lot of players, they don't really give a shit, like, because you could always get stones, right? Like, I mean, I have, like, never used, well, I have used some of these, but not too much. So, like, look, we get 135 stones right here, right? So, I mean, like, a lot of players are going to look at that and say, oh, yes, I am always doing that because, you know, you're going to get, like 7 stones per run or whatever it is. So, you know, that is always going to be available, right? Getting those green dragon stones. and, you know, using those to get actual Dragon Stones. I was just hoping that, you know, maybe we could look out for players like me who maybe want box space, but, you know, crazy. I mean, I'm an insane person. What can I say? Let's just show the missions too. Beat it up to 10 times. So this is 10 weeks to beat all the missions here. So I've had all missions done for quite some time. Looks like that is going to be over until like October. Not going to have all missions done. I'll be playing Final Fantasy Tactics by the time I have all missions done in Dokkan again. So we have that. This is just more Zenny. This is courtesy of the Trunks and Goten EZA. What do we have left? We have the... Oh, this we already looked at right here. The EX missions from the Seriously Serious event. The Come Forth Shenron. There's still one more week of this next week. Every, you know, day with a 6 in it, we're able to summon Shenron. I'll do a compilation video of that, you know, once it's actually done. We have this right here. I mean, this is just talking about this again, but, like, we're not able to get more. Yeah, it's still just 100, so... I guess they just talked about this because they extended it. That's why. That's why there was, like, a new thing in the news right there. Remember, there's new missions right there, which will, you know, allow you to get some of the medals for Gohan. This is still such a sick thing they did. Adding missions to every single Dokkan event, that was such a good thing for them to do. Some people would say, oh my god, we gotta do the missions, but like, yeah, bro, it's not a big deal. This is available every day. The reason they have that right there, it's for Trunks and Goten. Because Trunks and Goten, you need to get the Mighty Mass medals to awaken, so that's why that's there. That, and then everything previous. Okay, and then we'll get to this. So, they added some things here in the Baba shop. You know, there's a couple of new items added, as well as some equips. Let's go ahead and head on over here now. Funny enough, this last thing we're doing, this is kind of like the whole point of the video, right? Okay, so let's just clear everything new in here. So we got some Dozen Kais, and then we got a bunch of equips for Super EZA, Trunks, and Goten. The silver equip will probably... will I use the silver equip? The equips for Trunks and Goten, I think, are pretty ass. I don't even know if I'll use the silver equip, honestly. They're like a true cold-blooded dodge or die character, chat. Like, right? Like, I don't... Like, cold-blooded dodge or die. They don't have guard or damage reduction. I'm all for, like, going, like, guard and damage reduction on characters. You know, when they actually... have like defensive abilities, right? You know, but like I'm all for going raw defense on characters that would have guard or damage reduction or something, but they don't have that. This is my build from their EZA. Yeah, quite a different build from what we'll do when we do the yeah, this is not what their build is gonna look like. Full crit. No way. This is not a good build for winning, chat. Not a good build for winning whatsoever. So what I'll probably do is just every single point into dodge, and then anything left will be additional. Yeah, I don't even know if I'm going to use this right here. Where is it? Damn, I've got so many equips. Here it is right here. I mean, a little bit of defense and the dodge. I guess truly all that matters is the dodge on them, but... I mean, I could just give them a level 5 silver dodge. I'm so much more on board of using this when they have, again, the defensive tanking mechanics to complement the raw defense. And, I mean, this character, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm going to think about it, and we'll see what I decide to do. So, there we go. There is kind of like, you know, everything that dropped last night, kind of like all the, you know, good, I guess, sort of like celebration details. I think it's a pretty good content drop. We'll see what other tough fights are going to look like moving forward. I don't think it's a good idea to have bosses supering 13 million turn 1, but, I mean, let's see what some more of these stages look like. It's just, I don't know. It's not going to feel good for players to, you know, okay, let's use my shiny new, you know, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and then, boom, blasted by Gohan's Dragon Fist for 50 million, right? Like, it's... we'll see. I think they're going to more like matchup-based content, right? Like Vegeta and Trunks, are they meant for special battle? No. Are they meant for the new Supreme Magnificent battle? No. They're meant for festival, very clearly. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, he's going to be great. The Int one is going to be great for a lot of these special battles, and he'll work good in the Supreme Magnificent battle content, right? Like, it's... I think we're going to see a lot more of that because Dokkan has spammed events and difficult stages like never before. Like, I don't even think last year had like even a quarter of the stages, dude. We've had so much content. So, we'll see. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch you guys next time.